What's up, Anup?
I'm fine, Arshana.
Have you prepared for the interview?
Yes, I have.
All right. So we are back with another exciting video of Verbal Vista from Tiju's Academy. This is Archana and he is
Anufalo.
We all know that IELTS speaking is a normal conversation between two people. So it's not necessary that you have to use overly formal language. Use your own accent and create a good rapport with the interviewer. Be confident when you get into the interview room, and you can create rapport by greeting the interviewer and putting a good smile on your face. What happens when you're using the fake accent is that in the midst of your speaking, your natural accent will come out. So it's better to follow your natural accent and please don't fake it. Being informal doesn't mean you can use any slang or informal language. Use plain spoken English. When you look at the video, you will understand the overall presentation was really good and he was not much conscious about the mistakes he was making. Hello, my name is Archana and I will be the examiner for today's mock test.
Okay.
Alright, can I see your ID?
Yes, here it is.
Okay, thank you. In this video, when the interviewer is asking the ID card, Anup is presenting the ID card by saying, here it is. As this IELTS speaking interview is to test your proficiency in language, it's good if you are making use of language in every question interviewer is asking. What is your full name?
My full name is Anufalo.
How may I address you?
You can address me as Anu.
Alright. Okay, where are you from?
My native place is Tarigara, which is a small village located in Alapura district.
Okay. What do you usually do in your spare time?
I usually utilize that time for reading books, watching movies and spending time with my friends.
Fine. Do you often read books?
Yes, from my childhood days I really love reading books. It became a habit for me.
When do you read books?
I usually prefer reading evening as well as morning times.
Alright. എപ്പോഴൊക്കെയാണ് വായിക്കാറുള്ളതെന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമ്പോൾ പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ഐ യൂഷ്വലി പ്രിഫർ റീഡിങ് ഈവനിങ് എന്ന്. ബട്ട് അങ്ങനെയല്ല പറയേണ്ടത് ഐ യൂഷ്വലി പ്രിഫർ റീഡിങ് ഇൻ ദി ഈവനിങ്. Are your reading habits different than in the past?
Yes. During past earlier times, I usually get enough time to read books. Currently, I am not getting enough time, mainly due to my work-related activities.
Fine. Have you ever read a book that has been adapted into film?
Yes. Lately, I read a book called Perks of Being a Wallflower, which has been adapted into a movie, and it is a great book.
Good. What do you prefer, reading books or watching movies?
I prefer books because when a book is adapted into a movie, the content is cut into short. So the character development are much greater in books compared to movies. Therefore, I choose book rather compared to movies.
Good. Content is cut into short എന്നല്ല, content is cut into short. കണ്ടന്റും കോണ്ടന്റും രണ്ടും രണ്ടാണ്. ആശയം ഉള്ളടക്കം എന്നുള്ള അർത്ഥം വരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കോണ്ടന്റ് ആണ് പറയേണ്ടത്. സിനിമയുടെ കോണ്ടന്റ് ആണ്, കണ്ടന്റ് അല്ല. കണ്ടന്റ് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ ഹാപ്പി ആയിട്ടിരിക്കുക എന്നാണ് അർത്ഥം. സോ ഐ പ്രിഫർ ബുക്ക് റാദർ കമ്പയർഡ് ടു മൂവീസ് എന്നല്ല പറയേണ്ടത്. ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ ഐ പ്രിഫർ ബുക്ക് റാദർ ദാൻ മൂവീസ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഐ പ്രിഫർ ബുക്ക് കമ്പയർഡ് ടു മൂവീസ്. So that was the end of our part 1 test. Now we are moving to part 2 of the test. I'll give you a cue card and a preparation paper.
Okay.
Okay, you will get 1 minute to prepare. This is your cue card and this is the preparation paper. Your time starts now. I hope your preparation time is over. Now you can start speaking.
Okay. Majority of people love to explore different varieties of food. Last year, my friends and I went to a food exhibition hosted by Taj at Trivandrum. We came to know about that food exhibition from social media platforms.
FOOD. അതിൻ്റെ പ്രൊനൗൺസിയേഷൻ ഫുഡ് എന്നാണ്. നമ്മൾ ആ ടോപ്പിക്കിനെ പറ്റി മെയിനായിട്ട് പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രൊനൗൺസിയേഷൻ കറക്റ്റ് ആക്കി വെക്കാൻ മാക്സിമം നോക്കണമായിരുന്നു. സോ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള മിസ്റ്റേക്സ് നമുക്ക് അവോയ്ഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? നമ്മൾ ഓരോ ഏരിയാസിൽ നിന്നും ടോപ്പിക്സ് എടുത്ത് സംസാരിക്കുക, നേരത്തെ പഠിക്കുക, പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് പ്രൊനൗൺസിയേഷൻ പുതുതായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊക്കെ കോമൺ ടേംസ് ആകുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രൊനൗൺസിയേഷൻ കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കുക.
And there were lots of numerous people present at that particular place.
Lots of numerous people എന്ന് പറയുന്നതിന് പകരം ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ lots of people അല്ലെങ്കിൽ numerous people.
After going through their menu and details, and finally came to a particular food item which is a fusion of Italian as well as Korean. It's a pizza which is made up of kimchi and squid ink crust.
P-I-double-Z-A. It's not pizza, it's pizza.
And they provided lots of different varieties of fusion, like Italian with Korean and Chinese with Mexican, like that. So it was really interesting for all of us, and we went to that particular exhibition by Saturday or Sunday. And when we reached there, we were really fascinated by their way of welcoming. All the people are very welcoming, and the reception was very great.
We are really fascinated by way of welcoming എന്നല്ല. We were really fascinated by the way of welcoming.
And finally, we ordered that food, and we decided to eat it outside the restaurant because it has great ambience and the surrounding was filled with a great landscape. When we started eating, we used chopstick to pick the pizza slice, and it was very difficult to use chopstick. And one of the waiter came and he showcased how to use chopstick properly.
One of the waiter അല്ല, one of the waiters. നമ്മളിപ്പം one of the friends എന്ന് പറയും. കാരണം എന്താ? കൂട്ടുകാരിൽ ഒരാൾ. One of the friend എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ശരിയാണോ? അല്ല. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ one of the waiters എന്ന് വേണം പറയാൻ.
That was really a great thing because we gained lots of knowledge about how to use chopstick, and even that particular fusion of food was very intriguing for all of us. Some of my friends were very reluctant to eat that food initially. After some time, when we started eating and we gave a good review about that particular food, they also started eating and they really loved it. And we enjoyed that food festival really well because they have a live music show, and it was great thing.
They have live music show എന്നല്ല നമ്മൾ പറയേണ്ടത്. അത് ഓൾറെഡി കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു കാര്യമല്ലേ. So they had live music show.
I really helped to relieve all our work-related stress. Finally, we took some great photos in order to keep it as a souvenir for rest of our life. And it was a great experience for all of us, and we had some different varieties of food, especially this unique pizza. And it was a great day in our life.
Okay, so that was the end of our part 2 test, and now we are moving to part 3.
Okay.
Okay, Anu, now let's discuss some questions based on the cue card. Okay, do you think having dinner at home is a good idea?
Yes, I do. By having dinner at home can have lots of positive impacts, like it could be much cheaper compared to having food from outside, and it is more healthier. Therefore, most of the individuals prefer having food from their own home.
Okay, do you think people are less willing to cook meals by themselves when compared to the past?
No, I don't think so. Nowadays, most of the individuals prefer cooking by themselves because it is more cheaper and healthier. When we look into metro cities like Bangalore or Kochi, most of the individuals prefer their own food at their apartments.
Okay, what do you think are the benefits of having dinner together?
By having dinner together have lots of benefits, like it could enhance the bonding with their family members as well as their friends, and can have lots of good conversation regarding their current day. So it's really good to have food with our family members or friends.
Okay, do young people like to spend time with their family or friends?
It basically based upon each person. Some may prefer spending time with their friends. At the same time, there are others who prefer spending time with their family members. It usually depends upon their vibe and friendly nature.
Okay, so that was the end of our test. Thank you. First impression is always the best impression. So the impression Anup had created on the interviewer lasted throughout the interview. So you can follow the same strategy when you are attending the test.